I've got to congratulate you on the name of your tour because it's very clever in the fact that when, like a radio DJ, such as myself or someone reads it out, it's impossible to say without sounding enthusiastic. You can't you can't be on Radio 4 and go, Ed Gamble's new show, Hot Diggity Dog, will be starting in March 2024. You've got, it's impossible not to go, Hot Diggity Dog.
Yeah, but I think you can say it like that. That's a very good impression of someone saying it in a sort of dour way, but I think that's even funnier. Someone trying to say it unenthusiastically is great. I'm very happy with the title. It bears no relevance to anything I've written so far.
You've got a hot dog on the poster, though.
Yes. I mean, I'll be honest, I came up with the title at the photo shoot.
Hey, that's the improviser in you coming out.
Yeah.
If you want to go and see Ed Gamble, then he starts in Canterbury and ends in London. 5 nights at the London Hackney Empire.
Yes, my favourite venue in London by some distance. I absolutely love it.
Are you excited about the tour? I mean, it's hard to get. That's a terrible question because it's hard to get excited about something that's happening like in a few months' time. Next year.
Yeah, but I am excited about it. I absolutely loved my last tour, and I've got it's 3 of us that go around on tour. My tour manager Paul and my support act Chloe, and we have such a good time. So yeah, I am buzzing for it, and we're going back to all my favourite places. So yeah, very excited.
It's probably going to go down alleyways that you didn't expect it to when you started.
Oh, for sure. Because I mean, I always, I always have like a sort of 75-minute, 80-minute show. But the fun thing is keeping it fresh every night and chatting to people and finding new ways of talking about the stuff. Because if I did it scripted every night, it would be very boring for everyone, I think.
You certainly keep your brain worked out by doing podcasts, which I suppose, especially with the off menu, which is the big one. Yes. You probably don't go in it with any idea of the comedy that's going to happen during it.
No, we have the basic format, the dream menu, but every episode is different, which is I really like about it. The guest sets the tone, and it's often very silly, but always very different.
Yeah, and you've done 200 episodes, and the latest one with Rylan, but he's kind of interviewing you and James Acaster about your dream menu, and that's changed since you started.
Yeah, that's totally, because we did it with episode 100 as well. Claudia Winkleman was our guest genie, and it changes every day. It's a horrible question to ask someone, I think, even though it's our podcast. I mean, yeah, it's mean.
But the good thing about it, anyone listening to it starts doing it in their own head, which is probably the secret of the success. Not just the comedy geniuses who present the thing,
of course,
but the fact that it's everyone gets involved at home as well. And because I've done it, I've listened to it, and sometimes I agree totally. Mike Skinner's I liked.
Say again.
Mike Skinner's I liked.
Mike Skinner was an interesting one. That was very early on in the life of the podcast. We were very excited to have Mike Skinner in, and then he's an interesting guy. He said some pretty weird stuff.
I'm not going to read the dates. There's too many of them.
There are too many. I mean, it's a classic case of booking a tour, looking at the poster, and immediately regretting it.
Well, and is it written?
Yeah, I mean, it's getting there. I've just been at the Edinburgh Fringe doing some work in progress shows to bash it into shape.
Well, life's work in progress, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we're all a work in progress, Ricky.